I still remember when I was learning Bharatanatyam, and I used to peep and watch Geeta teacher teaching Odyssey on the other side. It was during the old bungalow that we were in, and since the classes would be happening simultaneously, I used to keep watching, and I used to remember really wanting to learn it. And I was actually hoping, and I actually went to JT teacher and asked him when I was in stage 2. I said, teacher, can I learn Odyssey? So at that point in time, I think we were on this agreement where, after stage 3 or after you've come to a certain level in Bharatanatyam, only then you can do Odyssey. So he told me, he said, you need to wait for a while first. And I was just hoping. Actually, I was telling myself to do Bharatanatyam really well so that I can go to the next stage and start learning Odyssey. So I remembered after completing my stage 3, I straight away went to him and asked, can I do Odyssey now? And he said, yeah. I remember it was dark, I think about 7:30 in the evening. I brought my tattu with all the poo, palam, everything. And I ran to Geeta teacher and I said, teacher, I'm going to learn Odyssey from you. And she was like, oh, really? I said, yes. And then she took it, she blessed me and she said, okay, you can join the class. And the rest was history. So
I think for me, I started off after stage 3. Geeta teacher approached us, me and our class, do you all want to start Odyssey class? And then Shamalaji said, yes, you all can go ahead and start Odyssey class. And we started off as a big class, which I remember. It was me, Saturday 4:34. Yes. It was me, Visha, Harshini, Pankhuri, Hari, and it's such a Madan. It was a big class, and I think to dance with everyone at that moment, it was just pure joy. I will never forget that in my life. It was just so beautiful and it was so fun. And I think I started off discipline as an artist in that class, because being with Geeta teacher at that point, she will really drill you. You have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this. And I am who I am today as a dancer, where I know how to do my costume, I know how to do my makeup. Everything is because from her class. We started off from that class, and today I'm proud to say that I can do all that by myself without anyone's help. And I owe to you, teacher, for that.
And I think as we progressed in the class, we started having extra classes in the mornings when we were in university. And those classes were really, really precious. There was not many of us in the class, but the detail of each step was really, how to say?
It is different. It's such a special class for us.
Yeah, though we would get a lot of scolding also at the same time. It was a very special class, and like what Shona said, with Geeta teacher, when there's a show, she doesn't only look at the dance. It's not only the dance, it's everything. You need to know how to do your own makeup, you need to know how to put on your own costume. You even had a workshop on how to tie panjakacham and how to put on makeup.
I will never forget this. In our class Saturday, we had to bring our own saris, and Geeta teacher will time us
5 minutes.
5 minutes to quickly tie the panjakacham and come into the class. And I think that's how we all
And actually we did a show like that. We prepared we prepared our own costume. We had to tie our own costume for that Nitya Bhasha.
Correct.
Yes. So for me, Odyssey is like my other friends had already joined earlier, and I kept seeing them dancing. I said, oh my god, it was more of a friend thing. I said, oh, my friends are all doing Odyssey, I want to start. But when I started dancing, I don't know, I found this very joy within me, and today we are doing this Mangalacharan, and it brought back those memories from back so many years. And
First
it just
item that
and just listening to that music as we were rehearsing just now, it just like a flashback of memories. It's very special, and I will always cherish those memories.
That's so true. I remember also doing this Mangalacharan for Navratri, and I was so nervous. We had to tie our black saris, and I think that's the first time I wore the full Prabhe set, and I was so excited and so nervous, and I got so many photos to remember. And Geeta teacher, I think you have truly molded us into beautiful artists. You've taught us to be an artist. And I think my fondest memory, the little memories that I have with you, and the fondest one is how you allowed us freedom in our dance. It was not rigid. It was not, it has to be this way. She let you explore your journey and make your own dancer out of yourself. So I think that's the most beautiful memory that I have
with guitar teacher and with Odyssey. That's how my Odyssey journey began.
I think for me, Odyssey has been a part of my life from day one, through my mother, through my father, and just being around the space, growing up in Temple of Fine Arts. So for me, the music was the one that hit me the most throughout, and I remember, even though I was running around playing with the rest of the gang, the music was the one that subconsciously became a part of me. And I think it was because of that I was able to remember the steps better, and I think more than that, I think just being in class with Amma and everybody, it wasn't a class that you would dread going to.
Yeah.
Regardless of the challenges, regardless of the scoldings or whatever, you would look forward to the class because it meant something. Your Amma made every moment of that class meaningful. The discipline, the schooling was for a purpose, and like what the rest are saying, we are who we are today. We are doing what we are doing in some way in the arts because of this kind of training. And we are to be able to present this Mangala Charan, this first item that we learned together, and I think we were practicing in 1 to 8 on the correct cement floor at the back with where the altar was, and then umpteen classes will be going on simultaneously, and everybody will be looking at our class because it's so big.
And everyone will.
Yeah, and the moment the music starts, you are waiting at the side, and everybody's like, okay, ready? What's the step? How do we do this? And one more thing I would like to say, and to kind of elaborate what Pankhuri said, was every class, it was almost something new, meaning that Amma would take that same item and say, okay, maybe let's do it this way, or she would make a big deal out of the item. It would become an ensemble work. It wasn't just a class work per se. So there are so many exciting memories about this item, about all that we've learned, and thank you, Amma, and thank you, guitar teacher. We love you.
We love you.
We love you.
So teacher, just to let
Thank
you
you.
know that your energy is just amazing when you walk in and wherever you are. So you've, I think, given us each that energy, and I think we are really holding on to it, even if after such a long time, if we can share so much of memories and we can speak so much about it, I think it's that energy that's still holding us together.
Yeah, even the energy when we are dancing together, it started off then.
So as we even started practicing, then I said, oh my god, this just feels like it was yesterday that we were there in those cement floor dancing and also getting some scolding and
Thank you so much, guitar teacher. We love you.
सकल कार्य सुमाधव झिल्ली झरझरिका मृदंग पटः भेरी शंख ध्वनि वीणा डंबर मृदंग मोरी घंटारवो घर घरी तंबूर क्रीत करताली कहाली ताण ध्वज एते पद्य सुघोष सहितं कुर्वन्तु ते मंगलम् सुरवर नमेदम् मोदकं मोदितास्यं हस्ते दन्त दधानं हिमकर सदृशं तेजसा राशि नेत्रं वक्षे रत्नाक्ष सूत्रं परपरशुधरं स्वच्छ सिंहासनस्थं गंगे विश्वमुक्ति त्रिशूल बद्धकरं विघ्नराभक्षं नमामि विघ्नभक्षं नमामि विघ्नभक्षं
विघ्न विनायक धागिड़ तक धोगिड़ तक नग सूत्रधारक तांडव नर्तक महामुक्तिदायक धा गिड़गिड़ झे तक झम तक झेना तक कटि तट किंकिणी बाजित टनट अंग्री जुगेनो पुर बाजित झण झण गजेश्वरम गणेश्वरम महेश्वरम तामस्वय परत्पर निरंतर जनता ताक देख तक धलंग 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 गति गण थे तदेगड़ तक 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 तदेगड़ तक तदेगड़ तक थे तदेगड़ तक तदेगड़ तक तदेगड़ तक थे ताजम ताके तक दागति गल थे ताजम ताके तक दागति गल थे ता तदिनम ता तदिनि थे ता तदिनम ता तदिनि थे ता तदिनम ता तदिनि थे ता तदिनम दागति गल देनि थे ताजम ताके तक दागति गल थे ताजम ताके तक दागति गल थे दाकिटे दोकिटे थो तलंग थे दोकिटे दोकिटे थो तलंग थे ता तथे ता तथे थे ता तथे ता तथे थे ता तथे ता तथे थे जजकेट जेना तक ताजम ता जेना तक जजकेट जेना तक ताजम ता जेना तक ता तथे धागरि गन थे ता तथे धागरि गन थे ता तथे धागरि गन थे कट गरि 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 गन थे